Imagine a world where believers are more than just members of a faith. They are members of one family. A world where community is not just a concept, but a living, breathing reality. This is the vision of the true nation of God, the chosen people who hold fast to His covenant when others have broken theirs. This is the reality we are called to forge. The Quran tells us, the believers are but siblings. But what does it truly mean to be siblings in faith? What does it mean to be chosen people of God? Throughout history, the divine covenant was given and then broken. The Jews, Christians, the Muslims each strayed from the original agreement with God. But the chosen people of God are not determined by lineage or labels. They are determined by their adherence to the covenant. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his holy family said, "I am the servant of God. My name is Ahmad, and I am the servant of God. My name is Israel. So whatever He commanded him, He commanded me. And whatever He meant for Israel, He meant for me." Imam al-Sadiq, peace be upon him, clarified that when the Quran addresses the children of Israel, it refers specifically to the family of Muhammad, the inheritance of the promised land, the gathering of the lost tribes, the divine blessings that were spoken of in the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran. They are not for a specific ethnicity or nation, but for those who truly follow the successors of Muhammad, peace be upon them all. This prophecy is unfolding. The tribes of Israel, the true followers of Muhammad's family, are gathering. The narrations speak of a day when the Qa'im will establish himself and God will bring together believers from the east and the west. When our Qa'im will establish himself, Allah will gather the people of the east and the west. These people will come together in one place in the same manner as the leaves gather in one place in autumn. This is not just a prophecy, this is a call to action. Every divine movement has required patience. Noah preached for 950 years before the flood came. Moses appeared before his people at the age of 40 and led them out of Egypt at the age of 80. The call of the Qa'im is no different. It requires absolute dedication, sacrifice, and unwavering belief. Imam Ahmad al-Hassan, the Yemeni, said, "I do not want anyone who gets tired or gets bored. Work and work and work until your breath is cut out. In order to pass this, one needs patience, and then patience, and then patience, and then submission. The divine just state cannot be built overnight, nor can it be established without first embodied by the believers. Justice must first exist in the hearts and actions of the community before it can manifest as a physical state." The Quran says, "You are the best nation produced as an example for mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong and believe in Allah." This means that the community must live by the divine rules, embody the values of the prophets, and become an example to all nations. Our mission is not merely survival, it is transformation. The community of believers should be so exemplary that the world looks at us with admiration. When people see our unity, our justice, and our faith, they will long to be part of it. This is how the divine just state will manifest, not through force, but through attraction. As the soul comes before the body, so too must the spiritual state come before the physical state. But such a nation requires sacrifice. The believers must be willing to give everything for this cause, just as Jesus, peace be upon him, told his followers, "If you want to be perfect, go, sell your possessions and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come, follow me." This means that those who travel to the Qa'im, from whom is peace, must be prepared to serve the community with all that they have. They will need builders to build, doctors to heal, teachers to educate, cooks to feed, drivers to transport. Every function of a real state must be fulfilled by believers, and no one will be left behind. In this community, no one will be judged by wealth, but by their service to God and their fellow believers. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his holy family said, "Creation is the children of God. The best of you is the best to the children of God." This is not just a religious duty, it is a family commitment. The believers are siblings in faith. They inherit from one another, not from their biological families. They sacrifice for each other, love one another, and accept judgment of their leader without hesitation. Imagine a beehive, each bee working in harmony for the survival of the whole. No one bee works for itself alone. This is how the community must function. The Prophet's early followers found refuge in Ethiopia, where a Christian king allowed them to practice their faith freely. In the same way, the community today must be showing gratitude to those who offer them sanctuary while continuing to build towards the divine just state. So I ask you today, what are you willing to sacrifice for the truth? Are you ready to dedicate your life, your efforts, and your resources to this cause? Are you ready to join the great gathering to help forge the true nation of God? This is not a dream. This is the reality we are called to build, and it begins with us.